Welcome back, everybody, for another day of NBA and college basketball. College basketball haven't kicked off yet. It's actually start a little later in November, or actually, I should say early November. But right now, we are diving into the NBA season, and here to be transparent, we do not have a great starting record, as I admitted to yesterday. We went 0 for 4 yesterday, and that's actually one that I didn't really count because, well, you got to count them all. But one I threw in there as an underdog, and I said that I'll be adding an underdog each day, just to spice it up a little bit. So the overall record is the one win from day one, and then the four losses yesterday with Brooklyn losing, getting smashed by New Orleans. I'm not sure if New Orleans is really that good or Brooklyn is really that bad. And honestly, I think Brooklyn is just that bad. The names Kyrie and KD are just a little overrated. These young dudes, including, I wouldn't really call Brandon Ingram a young dude because he's kind of a vet, but they ran him out of the gym yesterday. So it's early in the season. Teams make adjustments. Different strategies come in a little different the second time you see teams. But anyway, that was a blowout. Then Minnesota did at least win. They won only by 7, but we needed them to win by 10. So that's why you always back it up with the money line if possible, or just straight bet with the money line. Sometimes if you can manage the money properly. And then the last one was the Denver Nuggets losing another beatdown. They lost to Utah, which was kind of unexpected to me. I thought Utah seemed to dismantle their superstars, but hey, that's what the young guys bring to the table. It's a new breed, new athletes available, and sometimes even new coaches. So it's early in the season. It's only day 3, 2 games the first day, a large slate yesterday, and then back to only 2 games today, which we'll get into. And then the last one that we threw in as an underdog, which actually looked good until like a minute and 43 seconds left, was Dallas and Phoenix. Dallas was up, led most of the entire game, and then kind of fizzled out during the last minute and 43 seconds. So those things happen. That's what you call a backdoor when you're winning, and then all of a sudden you let the other team either cover, or they didn't even just cover, they actually won. So Phoenix turned it on at the end. That's what good teams do. You can't count out the veterans, Chris Paul and Booker, of course. So another exciting season. It looks like we're going to have some veterans facing a lot of younger teams and see how that pans out. Makes it exciting either way. So I'm excited. So record again. We're only 1-5. 1 win, 5 losses, and then the one money line win, which we took Golden State to beat the Lakers, which we should have obviously taken the points, but just trying to keep the numbers balanced out, and that's how the seasons go. I always, not to placate the situation, but I always admit that I do during the games. I will go in, and I love live betting. If things aren't going the way you planned it, or you see something that's a mismatch that you didn't expect, or someone's not going to play the minutes that you think, you can go in and kind of adjust your investment so that you're either recouping your losses or cutting your losses. But either way, it's all about managing your bankroll. So let's just get rolling for today. And just to let you know, football, I'll come back with a football video separately. I'm trying to keep the NBA or actually just basketball and football videos separately. So, and then the numbers as well, as far as the stats, those are just kind of, we're so deep into football season already, and I've made so many live wagers and things like that it's hard to post everyone, because I could make any 10 to 20 in a game. You can go play by play. You can go proposition bets where players will and will not do certain things. Same thing with basketball. So don't let me get off track again here today, but that's what we're working with. That's what we do here. Again, if you want to just have some fun with it, that's all on you. If you know somewhere and you're in a state where you can Just take advantage of all the opportunities. Hit us up. Join our YouTube page. We are trying to get as many subscribers as we can. So like, subscribe, share. Anyway, as I've always said, this page isn't for everybody. If you figure it's not for you, keep it moving. If it's what we do and you know what we do, then share it, like it, and subscribe. All right, today's picks makes it easy. I could get all that out of the way because we only have 2 games today. We have the Lakers that just looks terrible. Yes, my Lakers. I am a Laker fan. I'll be preaching that all the time, but it doesn't mean I invest in them. They were beat down and embarrassed by 14 points to the Golden State Warriors. Nothing really looked good. I will say none coming off of the bench did score 13 points. I think it was 13 points. He did have 3 turnovers during that. So if he can cut down on those turnovers, he may be helpful, but just doesn't look good at all. The rest of the bench, you have guys with 18 minutes, 14 minutes. None did get 23 minutes, so that does justify his output, which was a good game for him. And Reeves, 16 minutes. But these guys, with all of these minutes, 16, 18 minutes, 3 points, 14 minutes, no points, 16 minutes, 3 points. That doesn't help on the bench. The teams are deep and will kill you on the bench. So great to have the all-star retirement lineup that we have. But Schroeder's missing, by the way, so he will be a big help and boost. But it just doesn't justify the performance. So, and then again, you got to keep in mind that 14 to the champs. That's not always a bad thing when you think about it. You lost by 14 to the champs. So we'll see what goes on tonight. So tonight, I honestly don't. I don't think that the Clippers are going to allow them to come in there. And Lakers are the home team tonight, so I don't think the Clippers are going to be able to just come in there. I'm sorry, I don't think the Lakers are going to come in and just run over the Clippers, especially on a back-to-back night. That's another thing you have to watch in this league as far as you're investing is the rotations. These coaches have weird rotations. They'll play all of their starters one night, 40 minutes, 30, well, I ain't going to say 40, 37, 35, 40 minutes, and then come back the next night and just strictly play the bench. And as we just mentioned, the bench looks terrible for the Lakers. So therefore, we're going to go with the fresh Clippers tonight at LA against the home team Lakers. The spread is actually only 4 points. It's going to be the Clippers -4, which I thought it would be a little steeper than that, since the Lakers did play last night. But that just gives you the respect that the Lakers always receive. Even after playing last night, they're still only it moved to 5.5. So it opened up at 4, and it jumped to 5.5. So we're going to give up those 6 points and assume that the Lakers will get blown out again tonight. 14 points, I don't know if you really call it a blowout, but it's pretty bad when you're the Lakers, the historic Lakers. Okay, so then the next game is kind of a similar situation where the 76ers were beat down. They weren't beat down, but I think they were pretty much, they were outmanned by probably the Eastern Conference champs again, the Boston Celtics. You can't underestimate the Boston Celtics. Again, fresh legs, young. These guys are running. They've been together for a couple of years, at least a few years together now. The core, Smart, Tatum, they're looking good. So tonight we're going to actually take the Bucks. Giannis -4 against Philadelphia. I think again early in the season, Embiid looked kind of tired and wore out last night. And you expect that early in the season. You're like, well, they play preseason games, but they didn't go at this pace and then get their true minutes and being pushed the way they do during the regular season. So you got to give some of these guys some time to get their legs under them for conditioning and be able to run a complete game and finish a game is the most important part. All right. So those are our two picks today. We're going with the Clippers. And as you see my little trend, I trust me, I recognize my trends. We took all favorites yesterday, and all favorites. I'm sorry, other than my underdog, daily dog, but all of the favorites lost and did not cover that we picked yesterday, and here we are again. So you got to watch your patterns. But we're taking both underdogs again today, and that you got to kind of watch how Vegas does things as well. They have to balance it out as well. So you have the Clippers. We're going to go Clippers minus 5.5, and we are going to take the Milwaukee Bucks -4. Try to keep this a little short on there long, but that was only two games. Once you know the routine, and I don't have to go over the spiel every day, like, subscribe, share. If it's not for you, get off the page. As you see, what I like now actually is kind of a balance. Since I felt like we were boasting so much during football and baseball season, is hey, we're 1-5, we're losing in basketball season, so it happens. It balances out. No, we're not perfect. No, we don't claim to be, and we're not here against each other. We're actually here against the books, if you want to go that route. But join us throughout the season. Again, like, subscribe. That's our page. Kenny, the Colorado Gambler, is where you'll find us if you search. And what I'll be doing for the college football picks, especially for all my homies and clients and friends that we talk most of the time, and I'm trying to text and respond. I'm gonna start putting the picks on here, the ones that I'm willing to share. The other ones are basically still on my. You guys forgot about my Patreon page. That's where you actually pay for the valuable prime, what I call my prime picks. Those are the ones that I have other people that, not just me, but they've decided to put larger stakes on those games. So those are the ones we don't discuss and share. Those are done. Just we ain't even gonna talk about it because that's our money. That's where we put our investments. But these are where, don't take it wrong. We're not just throwing out some jive either, though. Take these for fun. Compare them to what you guys are doing. Fade us if I'm going 1-4. Maybe you should take a opposite of me, and that way you can win. Try your luck that way and see how it works throughout an entire season. Let's have fun with it. Kenny the Colorado Gambler, thanks for your time again. Thanks for joining us. Get at me a little later for the football picks. I'm going to try to keep the football picks down maybe to, I'll do a college version for the day, and then, not today, but for Saturday. And then we'll come back maybe with a second video regarding football for the NFL and see how that works. But you guys, if you're really putting it together, some of you like to put your college and your football picks together. There's all kind of different strategies that work for different people. I put in long parlays where I win 3 and have to wait for 3 more NFL games. It's kind of torture, man. Waiting overnight to see if these other 3 are gonna come through for what, a good 25K ticket or something like that. That's a lot of stress, man. So it's not for everybody. Then you can keep your early college games, late college games, early NFL, late NFL. All different strategies work for different people. Trust me, I've tried them all. Get at me. Thanks for your time again. Kenny the Colorado Gambler. Let's get it.